this is day 4. Day 4 and a little portion of what we did on day 6. I'm combining these two because they both have to do with nature. And this was our visit. The first part is our visit to the Aburi Botanical Gardens. Again, I was like, wow, everything's just lining up. The day before, we left the cocoa farm. We got our African spiritual names, and now we're headed to the Botanical Gardens. Does it get any better than this? So I'm really, really glad that I found Jay and, the team at Maximum Impact Travel. And it felt like it was random, but I know, okay, I was actually doing a lot of searching for tours in Ghana, and I was talking about Ghana and saying Ghana near my phone. So it was random, but also part of the algorithm. And I'm glad, okay? So that's one benefit of the internet and social media in 2021, I guess. So yes, overall this part of the trip was fun, but it was also very educational. On the way to Aburi Gardens, we passed the Rita Marley Foundation House, and we stopped there just briefly to capture photos. I had no idea that Rita Marley, who is Bob Marley's widow, was an honorary citizen of Ghana. I had no idea about that. And she's an honorary citizen. She spent a lot of time there. She's done a lot of philanthropy, if I can say that, philanthropy there, established non-profit foundations, schools, and all those sorts of work there in Ghana. So while the world was off social media for 6 hours, this was that day that WhatsApp, Facebook, speaking of social media, this is that day that all the platforms went down. And while that was happening, we were at this park. The site has a very interesting history. Originally was a colonial headquarters, then became a medical facility for government officials, and then finally it was established as a botanical garden. And it was so beautiful there. I mean, it's like an arborist or a botanist's dream come true. We had a guide who was taking us around, kind of explaining the origin and the species of plants, variety of fruits and spice trees. To name a few, there was frankincense, cotton silk, a rubber tree, never seen that before, allspice, all kinds of herbs and spice trees there. The most memorable for me was the henna plant. We got a quick demonstration on how the plant can be used to make lipstick. So we squeezed and crushed the leaves, and then this painted tint came out, and that is what women use that to make up their faces. Natural makeup. There you go. We saw the mimosa plant up close and got a surprise lesson on how this plant behaves when it's touched or stepped on. I won't spoil it for those people who want to find out about the mimosa plant on their own. My favorite was seeing this jackfruit. Okay, so jackfruit, yeah, all vegans know this. Jackfruit is the best meat replacement. You can make a barbecue sandwich with it. You can make tortilla soup. Like, jackfruit is the best meat replacement, and I got to see one up close growing on a tree. This is the palm walk. This is one of the top 10 suggestions on TripAdvisor, like things to do. And this is just the picture of me looking at it. I don't know why I didn't get the shot. I'm not sure why I didn't get a a picture there. But anyway, here's the trees. This huge ficus tree has an interesting story to it. It's hollow enough for an adult-sized person to climb up in the tree. And they call it a strangling ficus because it's really a parasite. It's very interesting. It's really a parasite that attaches itself to the outside of another plant or tree. And then it absorbs all the light and the soil nutrients, inevitably, eventually killing the original tree, which creates that hollow shell. So a couple of us tried climbing into the tree. You can actually look in and all the way up. But then I noticed there was 1 or 2 centipedes hanging out around it. I was like, if there's 2 of them, there's probably some more. So I'm gonna hang back on that one. This was a silk cotton tree, said to be one of the oldest and original trees on the property. The retired helicopter. This was another missed photo opportunity. I should have gotten in that and taken a picture. Anyway, I didn't. But there's the helicopter, nonetheless. This was the Tree of Life. You can see the distinct carvings. These carvings represent the symbols of life from beginning to end. It's very symbolic, kind of like representing community and overcoming struggles as a people. This one was really, really nice to look at. And so those were the highlights from the Aburi Gardens. Really nice property. People go there to relax, have celebrations. I remember, I don't have any pictures of it, but I remember there was a video shoot of this famous gospel group there in Ghana. They were doing a video shoot at the park. So really popular spot, and I would highly recommend visiting there. The next day we went to Kakum National Park. I say the next day, but this was the final part of our day 6 after we left the Cape Coast Castle. So from there we went to this park, this Kakum National Park. It's a major tourist attraction. Again, nature lovers, thrill seekers. I say thrill seekers because the main activity was walking across this canopy that's about 130 feet in the air. And you're kind of eye to eye with the treetops. It was a quick walk around the canopy. So, looking down, do it if you can stomach if you can stomach being on kind of suspended on a wooden bridge that's you're only encased with rope railings. If you can handle all that, then definitely go for it. Lots of photo ops though here. It was a fun time. Great way for us to kind of decompress and, laugh and just release all of that emotional intensity that we had. It was a very important experience, but it was pretty emotionally intense going to Slave River and the dungeons. So we had a great dinner turned birthday celebration for one of our comrades on day 4. I loved how so many of us were there. We were there in Ghana celebrating our birthday. So it wasn't just me. It's 2 other people had birthdays, back to back. All my Libra peeps. Yes. We had dinner at this lounge and sang the Stevie Wonder version of Happy Birthday. I don't have any pictures of us singing though. That day that all the platforms went down took me off my game. But anyway, this was a good time. Lots of great memories with great people. Again, I can't say that enough. And that sums up day 4 and this part of day 6 in a nutshell.